Ah! It's so bad, I hate it.
What is it?
It's like super cheap lube. Actually, shake my hand though. Legit, come on, shake my hand. You ready? Hang on. Oh!
Oh, Jesus H.
Hang on.
You.
Oh! No, you did it.
Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. Honey, I'm a
Oh, hello, old friend. Haven't seen you guys for a while. How y'all doing? That was once my car. Now it's gone. Whenever you buy a second-hand car, often what will happen is it hasn't been maintained very well. Such as this car. I don't think this has personally had an oil change since it was new when it came out in '87. But as you can see, this rocker cover isn't supposed to be black. It's supposed to be sort of a silvery. We'll call it silvery aluminium colour. So, what I'm going to do on this episode is I'm actually going to show you how to clean it up. And you're only going to need a few tools. And here are the tools you're going to need. Degreaser. A new rocker cover gasket. A new rocker cover gasket. Just better. Gonna leave it there. You're going to need a few tools. In this case I'm going to use a ratchet 12mm. Very easy, you can just go ahead and ratchet stuff off, it's quite easy. I've got a 10mm socket, and you're going to need the coffee cup that you use every single day, and your actual toothbrush. And don't worry, we're going to clean it after this, so you still be able to brush your teeth and get that pearly white oily teeth that you clearly want. And see, I don't know about you guys, but normally whenever I brush my teeth it looks something like this. And lastly, do not forget the safety glasses, because they will protect your eyes from degreaser, and trust me, it does hurt a lot. So now, what I like to do is, I like to get the degreaser, get the cup that you need, or the desired cup that you want, and you want to go ahead and you want to spray it on an angle away from your mouth and face, so you don't actually breathe in these harmful chemicals, because let's be honest, it's degreaser and it's not good. So you just start spraying till it fills up. You want it probably maybe 1/6 of the way. Keep in mind, always spray it away from your face. And there we go. That's about all the amount you want. You don't need too much. Alright. So now that we've got that ready, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start spraying the engine down with a little bit of degreaser, just to go ahead and loosen up all the oil that's on it. As you can see, it's fairly caked on. It's obviously been there for a really long time. Here we go. And you're all done. Make sure you get all down in these grooves as well down here, because trust me, the oil has just seeped straight down, and that's where it's going to be laying. That's actually the oil filter down there, and that, I'm guessing, used to probably be blue, which is now black. So you're going to go ahead and spray it down. Make sure you try to avoid the wires and the distributor cap. You might want to go ahead and do that just with the toothbrush alone. So then we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Now, already after just one simple spray of that, let's have a look how clear it goes. Already, once the degreaser is done, it's magic for only about 35 seconds, something like that. Let's have a look how clean it is now already. Wow, already the difference is day and night, as you can see. Now it's actually come up with a polished-ish colour, but we're not done there. Now we're going to go ahead and get the toothbrush. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the air cleaner, air box, that's attached to the carburetor. Then we can really get down the sides, and then we can go ahead and replace the rocker cover.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all adventure, then find a home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain.
Now it's a good idea to cover up the carburetor with something at least, so you don't get any debris or any dirt or anything like that, because that pretty much just goes straight into the engine, into the inlet valves. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get a piece of cardboard and we're going to cover her up. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, it's literally just a piece of cardboard. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to push it over the hole, push it down, and there we go. It's a very rough version of how you probably should cover it properly, but it'll do just for this. So, also when we took off the carburetor, sort of, maybe you could say housing, where the air cleaner sits pretty much, there's this exposed tube hole that goes straight into the rocker cover. We're going to also want to cover that up with just a scrunched up rag, so we're not actually pushing any degreaser into the top of the overhead cam. At this stage, pretty much anything will do, as long as you can just properly cover up the hole that's still too big. Just going to want to scrunch it up into a little ball and stuff it in there so we can pull it out later on. There we go. Okay, so now you're done part of the way. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to spray a little bit more degreaser, and then we're going to go ahead and get that toothbrush that we talked about earlier. Now, once you have your lovely concoction of old oil and dirt and toothbrush degreaser mix, you're going to want ahead and you just want to go ahead and you're going to want to scrub all around the sides, all around the entire rocker cover.
I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, time to get back up, climbing and climbing. I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I
So now you've scrubbed it down with the toothbrush, what you're going to want to get is you're going to want to get the degreaser can and just give it one last hose down, so then all the debris should come off it. Clean as a whistle.
Already you can see that the engine's pretty clean now, so what we're going to do is we're going to replace the actual rocker covered gasket, because that's why it was probably all dirty in the first place, because what's happened is the gasket seal has blown and it pushes oil down all over the engine. We don't want that anymore. We're going to hoe ahead and we're just going to quickly dry it off, make sure there's no degreaser that gets inside. And a good idea, even if you do order, you think you've ordered the right rocker covered gasket, still, get your existing one, lay it over the top. I've already laid it over the top of this and it lines up perfectly fine. And that's how you know if the gasket's correct. So now we're going to go ahead, we're going to get our 10mm and we're going to undo all the bolts and pull it off. That one, they're not supposed to be just in hand tight. You're supposed to have to use the tools. But $500 is what it gets at. Don't be surprised. Oh wow. Okay, none of these were done very tight at all. Oh god. Wow. Okay, so I've never seen gasket bolts, rocker cover gasket bolts that are that easy to undo for my entire life. Wow. That one was really a little bit loose. That's not good. We're going to worry about that later on. Go ahead and get that out. Put that over there to rest. One last wipe down to make sure no foreign contaminants get into the engine. Now this is the part that you have to be very careful of. The best would be if you actually had a shed with a workshop and everything, and there's no debris that would come in. But we're just going to try our best to do it as quickly as possible, so hopefully nothing gets in. Make sure you move all the cords out of the way. You will have to detach the top breather hose as well. This will actually come off. Well, something tells me it's been on there a while. Okay. Now that's off. Clean that up. We're going to pull the gasket off. So if you've done this correctly, it should just easily slide off like that.
Exposing the overhead cam. This is only a single overhead cam, so it's not the best engine. But No real wear marks, so we're looking okay for this one.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired.
So now you've gone from an absolutely cruddy engine that leaks oil to a still very cruddy engine that, but now it doesn't leak oil at least, and so you can see the little poke of the blue cover gasket. So what a good idea is now is to actually run the engine for like say 5 or 10 minutes. Make sure there's no leak. If there's any leak, you're gonna have to take it off, do it again. And gasket was I think like $21 or something. I mean, the tools aside, just the degreasing and stuff, you could do this entire mod for, well, depending on how much your gasket is, probably about 30 bucks. That is under $100, and that is a budget mod. Whoa! What am I doing with my life? Okay, so I'm about to go see a mate of mine. I got to go to his house, and what I've got here is a nice little disgusting cheap 60-gram bottle of lube. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my hand. I'm going to go ahead and shake it, and I'm going to fill it. It's going to be great. But I got to head over there, so you're going to come with me. It's time. Let's go do it. Woo! It's so dirty. Oh my god, does he never clean the carpet? Look at that, that looks like food. Well, I'm gonna add to it. Ugh. No. Just put a little. Hang on. Come on, quick. Hey Ozzy. Hey man, give me a handshake. Give me a hand. Legit, come on, shake my hand. You ready? Hang on. Oh!
Oh, Jesus H.
Hang on.
You.
Oh! No, you did it.